Why'd it go black? Just
Mm.
fucking emulator. I figured out what I need to do, at least in part. Figured it out. There is more to this little map section that we're on. There's like a little shack we can go to.
Yeah, at like the other end of the map or whatever.
Shut up, bird. So I thought I tried going over there before and it wouldn't let me, but whatever. Shut up. Don't run over to him. You're gonna give him a big gay hug.
Yeah.
He don't like women, obviously. Look at him. That's alpha homosexual behavior right there.
Ah. Hello.
Good, there's holy water there.
Gotta get a drink real quick.
Get in there.
You ever drink the holy water in your church?
No, that's not how that worked. That's not what we did in our church.
No, we had holy water out in the church that I grew up in. Because I went to Catholic school, so at my school, we had a church and there was holy water out. But they left it out for like a really long time, I think, because whenever I would, you know, you have to put your fingers in it and then do the sign of the cross or whatever.
I think this is where this guy lives.
Yeah, maybe. But anyways, it would burn my skin.
It's because you're a demon.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, more lavender water. We'll need that.
A book!
1655, a woodcutter by the name of Harold. We're in 1655?
God damn!
Or I guess that's where he's from, because there's a car here. Hideously deformed at birth, he suffered the taunts and ill will of all those around him. At 17 years of age, he proposed marriage to Emily Dickens, the innkeeper's daughter, but was cruelly rebuffed. In retaliation, he is said to have dismembered Emily with his Oh! A little bit of a jump.
Yeah, you know, there was nothing in between that he did.
Your proposal got rejected, so you chopped her up. All right, man. Most people have a few more steps before they get there.
Yeah, usually people, you know, write songs or something, or
Usually if you love somebody, you don't do that.
just
but okay.
cry.
For years following the gruesome event, he went from village to village, abducting young girls and butchering them in the same fashion. Why? Why?
Alright.
Why? 2 years later, he was caught by the villagers and killed. Good! Alright. However, Powell was possessed by an entity and revived to hunt for rooters as the head of the subordinates. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, now that he's gone, we can go do our puzzle. As long as we don't trip over anything and make him show up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mom's dead. Mom's definitely dead.
Oh yeah, she's dead as fuck.
Mama's super dead. My God, we found that YouTube video from 16 years ago that somebody had recorded on VHS.
What would that be? 2002? 2003?
16 years ago?
No, that's...
Well, it wouldn't be 2002 or 3 because YouTube didn't exist until 2005,
Damn!
which was 20 years ago.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
Shut up. You don't know nothing. You were a baby.
In 2005? Yeah, I was 2.
Ugh. Ugh.
I was born in 2003.
2005, I was getting ready for 2006 when My Chemical Romance was going to drop the greatest record of all time, emo band history, with the Black Parade.
How
That's
old were
what I
you
was
in 2005?
5? 9? I think, yeah, it'd be 9. I got the thing.
Frisbee. Oh.
What does this do? What does the fucking thing of shadows do? Look at this photograph.
Alright.
Don't know what it does. Cool. That's cool. I'm glad we solved that. Anything else I can do with this? Do I put it somewhere? Did I put it inside me? Oh god, Grady's back. Leave me alone, jackass. Hold on, is this... She fought the forces of evil. Oh.
Damn. It's crazy.
Excuse me. Fuck off. Thank God this is still active.
Yeah.
You can't teleport like I can, bitch. Or actually, you can. Well, I think I did the right thing because the symbols are gone. So it looks like that was a one-way ticket.
Oops.
I was assuming I would put it somewhere circular. Circular indentation? Ah, you don't say. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I can't choose it. Okay.
Alright. That's crazy, bro.
Let me refill.
Get my soup.
Ew. No one wants gamer girl soup.
Ah, it's the moon. What the fuck?
I'm glad you know what the fucking moon is. Didn't know the difference between lightning and thunder. Yes, I want everyone in America to know how dumb you are.
Okay, okay.
Like a cat. But stupider.
Mm.
No, I don't like it. I want to go down here. Down here's scary. Did that open these doors? What did that do?
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It fits perfectly. I really hope that's where that went, because I'm not getting it out of there. Oh man, is there another ghost show?
Oh, hell yeah.
Been an event where there's like shows that happen every so often, like the same place.
That'd
Like
be dope.
I went to there was this Boy Scout thing that we did. They had a big I don't know if you call it a convention. It was all outside, and there was part of this. There was this Wild West show that they would do, and it would be every so often. So you'd be walking by, and it'd be the stage and stuff would be empty. They weren't doing it, but they'd be like, "Oh, but in 15 minutes we'll start back up and do our shit." And it was different stuff every time. You just had to catch them as you were walking by.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
You were a Boy Scout?
me and Dad did that. That was actually really fun. One of the few things that we did together. One of 3 things that we
Yeah.
did. I was a Cub Scout for a little bit. Oh, this is new.
That's kind of dope. What are
What's
the
this?
other 2 things?
It's a hole. I wonder what belongs in here. Unzips pants. You never know till you try.
Ew.
Just have to stick your dick in everything. Read the engravings. A curse upon any who would desecrate our sanctuary. Only she of ruder blood may heal our wounded spirits. Whoops. Hold on. No. Okay, let's refill.
So what are the other 2 things? You said 3 things.
I said 3 things. I don't know. We didn't do much together. We like to see movies. Well, he used to not like to go see movies, and then he got in a streak. Oh God, it's the Klan.
Oh,
And we got,
God.
then he got in a hot streak where he'd like to go watch movies in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're everywhere. It's a grand wizard. Get fucked, ghost. Move the Earth Rooter Stone?
Sure, alright.
Why not? Yeah, take it. It's
So
mine now.
movies. Yeah, you told me about that, like, cause you are one of those people that likes to go see movies in theaters.
One of
get
those
that
people.
Well, not like a bad way, just like you like
You one
that
of them
experience.
movie watchers. No, don't try. Oh fuck. Yeah, I know what you like. You like to watch them movies up on the big screen.
Yeah, you like that experience, you know.
Of course. That's how movies are meant to be watched. Or most movies. They're better that way.
I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying, yeah, like, it's pretty dope.
You tell me watching Twisters on the big screen wasn't cool? You tell me that would be better on your phone? On your little bitch phone?
Okay. But, yeah.
Man, I wanted to see that in IMAX so bad.
So, Cub Scouts movies. That's
He
pretty
wasn't
dope.
really into the Cub Scout stuff. That was something I don't know. Hold on. Read engravings. Captain of the Seas. Well, then this should be the water one. Like I joined that completely separately, or separate from him. Actually, I think Mom got me signed up with that, but he there was this thing in Bastrop. That's where they did it, in one of their parks. And Mom couldn't take me, and he was like, I'll do it, and everybody was really surprised, like, you'll do it? Actually, at first I think he wasn't going to do it, and I didn't think I was going to get to go. And then he like showed up at like 6 a.m. and was like, let's go. And I'm like, what? It's like, you said you weren't going to do it. And he's like, I changed my mind. It's like, that would have been great if you would have told somebody.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, I can only carry one at a time. Let me read this. So this is supposed to be for the Earth Stone. Oh yeah, let me read it again. Oh, this clan member humps my leg.
Yeah.
Excuse me, bitch. This Scooby-Doo ghost.
I remember I was in Girl Scouts for a while, so technically what I was called was a brownie. It's like the
Racist.
very, very young Girl Scouts. Like we couldn't go out camping or anything like that yet because we were so young. But we did do a lot of like selling cookies, a lot of I'm pretty sure, I don't really remember.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say cocaine.
No. And then we did a lot of crafts. Lots of crafts.
Again, you linger on those consonants real hard. Did a lot of crafts.
No, a lot of crafts, like
Snorted lots of cookies.
no, we just made a lot of stuff, so it was really fun. I was kind of upset because when we moved, I just left.
Made a lot of booger sugar.
I just left and never actually became a Girl Scout like in the older troops and stuff. And I was always jealous of girls that got to do that. Because there is like a sense of community. You know, it's girls your age. You know, just being around people your age is important. growing up.
This is a stupid fucking puzzle. Okay, I have the earth one in my hand. Which one is this? This is the sky guy. Okay. So sky goes down the middle. And then earth and water are one of these guys.
Growing up, I didn't really see a lot of movies in theaters. I do remember one that I saw in theaters. It was Tangled, but it was specifically Tangled 3D. 'Cause around that time when, like, 3D was, like, the craze, you know? And, I wanted to go see Tangled because I recovered from having pneumonia in the hospital. And my mom was like, okay, we're going to go see Tangled, I guess. And it was a pretty good experience.
Every single one of your fucking stories is so sad.
How is that sad? I recovered and I was like, I want to.
Dying.
What?
Mom had to make your wish and take you to go see a movie or whatever.
No, it was after I was recovered. So it was like a little reward, I guess. It's a weird way to look at it.
Dying.
But like, I was little. I was, like 4, and I was like, just had gotten out of the hospital from having pneumonia, and my mom was just like, okay, well, we'll go see Tangled, I guess.
Pneumonia that she probably gave you.
Well, probably. She probably did. But it was one of those things where it's a happy memory.
Da-na-na-na. Off to white heaven.
Oh, God.
No, it's one of the Mormon ghosts. Oh, okay.
Oh, God. But, that was a really good experience for me growing up. Because I survived, and then also, it was just a cool experience because I watched it in 3D, and it was so fun.
Got that mosquito Thurman's back.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Grand Wizard. Yeah, I'm in football, but like, that Boy Scout thing was weird. But it was fun. There was a lot of cool shit to see all that. But we didn't really, there was also a thing that like, it was supposed to last like a weekend. You're supposed to like be there and camp out. And he was like, no, we're not doing that. We also didn't prepare for that. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know a whole lot about what was, because the way Cub Scouts is supposed to work is it's supposed to be, a child and their parent kind of doing something, a hobby together at first, because they're
Yeah.
so little. And then you go into Boy Scouts and all that. Well, it's not how that fucking worked at all. Not in this house. We didn't like each other, let alone work together. So it was strange that even like came about. It's interesting. I remember there was this moment where there was like a bunch of guns. Like there was this a tent or table, and some of the Wild West people and like cosplayers or whatever, or they weren't cosplayers, they were actors. They were doing shows. They were there and also still had like their performance guns and stuff on, and we talked to them, and they were like period pieces, and they showed all the different guns and stuff that they wore. And of course, their performance weapons, and then they showed like the real guns and stuff. I remember we were all looking at this, all these different guns from all like last 100 years or so, and it was just really interesting. A lot of history.
Damn.
There was some camping stuff and some fishing stuff. There was one time where Dad got a wild streak in him and was like, "You want to go start shooting some stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then we went out in like the pasture, actually not in the woods, and just started shooting stuff. And
Bonding experience.
I mean, you're not,
I mean,
not wrong. And
yeah.
I mean, out in the grandma's house, especially when there was more land before they sold off some, there was just a lot of shit out there.
Yeah.
A lot of. It's also where people would hide and drink. So there. I didn't even think about it until much later that there was so much alcohol out there. Just that we found so well. Some of it was because they just threw their trash out there. But like I used to go out there and find bottles and smash them and whatnot. But like
As you do.
you could like if you put all those bottles together and stacked them up in a pile. Not even stacked them up, put them in a pile. You could make something about as big as a building. There was that much.
God damn.
And it wasn't just beer. Like, it was alcohol. And it's like, oh, yeah, we had some, like, hardcore alcoholics in this family for a while. And he wanted to go out there, and we lined them up. And there was, like, old TVs that we found. And we shot them up and all kinds of stuff. Shooting frogs. And I didn't really like that. It's like, why we got to shoot the frog? And let's not do that. Let's go shoot the other stuff. Blow stuff up. And it was just, he wanted to do this one day. And then never acted like that ever again. And I'm like, well, it'd have been cool if he had been cool redneck guy.
Oh, yeah.
I think we would have got along a lot better. But he would have weird streaks, and they'd last like a day. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't, for 20 years, that doesn't really. One day out of 20 years doesn't really make up for everything else.
Yeah.
He liked dirt bikes, motorcycles.
Ooh.
He did like that. I don't know.
Sounds fun.
He was terrified of go-karts.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of us specifically, at least of me. And that had some kid right around. He knew the kid right around when I showed up, because Clint had a go-kart. Clint, that boy, I don't know how he's alive, actually. The more I think about it. But by the time I came along, he did not want me to have a go-kart.
Did the kid flip it or something?
No, he got his head cut off. He ran under a trailer.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
It killed the shit out of him, and it just, I don't know if it's just because he knew him. I don't know if like he was there. Like it was someone that he knew, like someone like one of his friend's kids killed himself by accident. And when that happened, he was very anti go-kart. We knew someone that rolled over four-wheeler and got killed. He was very anti four-wheeler. He's like, no, dirt bikes are the safest. And I was like, listen, I'm not disagreeing that those other things are dangerous. And also, four-wheelers are very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Especially if you try to drive a four-wheeler like a dirt bike, you're going to kill yourself. Like, they are not the same vehicle. They are, especially, you don't get good ones. They can roll over very easily. You cannot drive them the same way.
Yeah.
And I wasn't disagreeing, but a dirt bike only has two wheels. It can't balance by itself. Whereas a go-kart can. Also, if that thing had been built right, it was one that was basically like clearly a cart you sit in. It didn't have a roll cage or anything. So when he ran in under that trailer, there was nothing to stop him. He just got killed him.
Yeah.
Most go-karts and stuff at least have a roll cage or something, a bar that would bend or bounce.
Yeah, when I was younger, around like 3 or 4, apparently my mom was telling me about how I watched a guy get decapitated.
God damn it. Why do you keep coming up with more horrifying stories?
Well, he was on a bike, like a motorcycle, and there was a semi that just went in front of him. He didn't have enough time, and he was going so fast that when he hit it, it just went off. And my mom said I started acting weird after that. Like,
Family. No shit.
like, I started being terrified of going into the car or something like that. She said something like that.
What's with this BDSM whipping I got here?
I don't really know for sure, because, like, I can't really take... I have, like, a lot of this
I had
stuff
a family
she
friend that
says-
they didn't run out of her semi, but they did, like, just almost kill themselves.
Yeah.
My brother's best friends, who I was friends with despite being much younger, like, we were all... it's a family friend of the family. We all
Yeah.
knew him
yeah.
and loved him. Well, he's a bit of an idiot for a bit. I think that's the only way you can put it. He had a crotch rocket, this stupid fucking motorcycle. And he liked to go up and down the road as fast as you could. And there was this stretch he was going. He was just going back and forth as fast as he could. And I don't know if he had a pothole or what. But whatever it did, it flipped him up. He crashed. He crashed at full speed and then, like, landed on his face and slid across the road.
Ooh.
Almost killed him. Like, we heard about it.
Did
And
he have, like, bad road rash?
yeah.
That sounds like his whole face would have been gone.
You can't tell looking at him now. But, like, when of course, my brother heard about it, he was all just, he's like, they think he's going to die. And they did. They thought he was going to die. I don't know who it was, but someone was sitting on their tailgate watching him just go back and forth.
Oh, so they got to him in
And when
time.
they saw him wreck, and they're like, "Oh my god!" and immediately called 911.
Yeah.
That saved his life 100%. Because if he'd been out by himself and they took like an hour or two to find him, he would have died. Probably would have
Yeah.
bled out. And I remember seeing the pictures. It was just like like a burn victim almost, except with also high impact wounds. Like, because he's probably going like 150 something miles an hour.
God damn.
it was bad. And but he's fine now. He's fine. I don't know what he does for work now, but like him and his wife doing pretty well on everything. And I saw him not too long ago. But it's like,
Damn.
if someone hadn't been watching him, and someone was just like sitting on a tailgate, probably smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer, going like, "Oh, look at that idiot on his motorcycle again! Oh shit!" And then if he had not been doing that, he's dead, like 100% dead. One person, because it was out in not like the country, but it was outside of town, so it wasn't like there were people in houses watching him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a lot of hostility also. This is like a side note. Towards people who like ride motorcycles or dirt bikes on the road and stuff. So I don't know. I saw a lot of videos.
There's
where,
like my dad rode a motorcycle in high school.
Yeah. Well, you can get a license
dirt
at
bike.
like 16. I
That's
think.
before you had to test for it.
Well, my
You had to do a car test, but then you would just get the like motorcycle part like basically penciled in. But he'd been
Yeah.
riding like a dirt bike motor. I don't know what the actual bike was that he drove, but he drove that to school. But he also had been driving. He told me that he did the driving test at like 14 or 15, and they did it to the school, and the guy doing it was waiting on him. And his coach, it might have been Coach Organ, was waiting on him, and he said he pulled up with a loaded down hay trailer, like a gooseneck, and parked it. And got out of the truck, and the coach walked up to him, signed a paper, and gave it to him, and said, "Don't come back. You're good. There's
Damn.
nothing I can teach you." I always thought that was funny, because he'd been driving probably since he was like 12 or whatnot.
Yeah,
I've been driving since I was pretty little.
yeah,
but-
that's pretty common.
What's
though.
actually really funny is, but not trucks.
Yeah.
And what I think is actually kind of funny about that is the way I think it was viewed is somewhat safer. But if you tell this to someone not, because before I say what I grew up driving or drove most often, wasn't
Yeah.
dirt bikes and go-karts. To the people who let me do it, it sounds safer. And parts of it are. Like, it wasn't on the road. Though there were a few times I did.
Yeah.
Was on the road, like, wasn't on the highway, wasn't with people.
Mhm.
But where I got a lot of my motor skills was not from cars or trucks. That took me a long time to get used to that. It was tractors and backhoes and large equipment that you could that could easily run away and go through houses, like tanks and shit. Like it's basically what they are. They're giant. They're giant construction equipment. That's what I learned how to drive. And I learned a lot in different ways to drive, because not every machine has steering wheel. Some have the little the levers and all that. And the idea was, they're not going to get themselves hurt. And me thinking about it, like, not only could I have gotten hurt, I could have killed so many people.
Yeah. Well,
like if that thing had a runaway, it's just what am I going to do to stop it?
Well, I also come from a country town.
Shut up. You don't know
nothing.
nothing.
Very country. And it was very common for kids like 12, 14 to be driving trucks and cars, tractors, things like that, because it's such a small town. It's not safe, but, these kids have been taught how to do these things because usually they live on farms and it's farmland. So, but, yeah, it was pretty common.
Oh, God. Oh, it's following me.
When I was 16, I used to drive a box truck, which is a pretty big truck for work.
How are you driving a box truck at 16?
I just got my license, and this dude, he needed a driver, and I was like, I need money, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna pay you under the table. And I was like, okay.
Otherwise it'd be illegal to do what you were doing.
It was illegal as fuck, but I did it anyways. No, I drove
did
it.
He block it? Is that? Oh.
I drove that box truck around. I think I even drove it around in the city. Like, nobody cared that I was like 16 just driving this thing. It was mostly, it was for construction work, so, but like, now I can't drive, but I look back and I'm like, damn, I really just drove that thing.
Technically, I can't drive anything commercial either, because one of the things that I have makes me pass out. And I found that while doing a job where I was driving trucks.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Almost missed that. So, like, it causes blood pressure spikes, and I will straight up pass out, and I can pass out behind the wheel. Luckily, I've only passed out getting out of a vehicle.
Yeah. I kind of have a similar thing where I think mine is more related towards, the whole witnessing the decapitation thing. Where, like, I'll have panic attacks getting into a car, even if I'm, like, in the passenger seat.
Uh-oh, we're gonna suck him up. We're gonna suck him up.
Like, I've had panic attacks about getting into a car, like, my entire life. So I just thought it was normal until I realized it was not normal to do that. And it's just, like, my body has this reaction to getting into a car.
It's because you're a virgin.
This is the last one.
Okay, now this cutscene's blown out for some reason. I thought we fixed all the cutscene issues.
Try this.
I didn't mean to trauma dump, but it's relevant, though.
Oh no, look what you did. You depressed him. Oh, I can't handle it. Too much trauma. I'm gonna come.
What?
Absolutely, people who get off on other people's trauma. That's 100% a thing. There's a therapist jerking off behind a big notepad, and 100% that happens.
There are people like that.
So tell me about your troubles.
I'm sure there's people who are like that.
You had a rough childhood?
Tell me about it. I'm sure there's
no one loved you.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some people out there
that
who are like
absolutely
that.
happens, 100%.
Don't let the ritual of engagement happen. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure, goodbye. What the fuck's happening?
I don't know. Mom, what the fuck?
Well,
Mom, you're dead alive, probably.
Damn.
What? What? What?
It's not that easy, Alyssa.
They started falling down before anything happened.
Who will carry out the
Yeah.
ritual of engagement to become an entity? You have no choice but to succumb to my final subordinate and donate your heart.
Come on, grab his nuts. Grab his dick and twist it. You can get out of that.
Yeah.
He just has a weird umbrella. What the hell? There's some weird shit going on in this game.
Yeah, bro.
Alyssa!
Oh, it's this idiot. Oh, Dennis. Oh, man. Dennis is fast.
Alyssa, are you alright? I've been looking everywhere for you.
my mother was.
What happened? What's the matter with your mother?
Listen here, Weasley.
What's this?
My
You
mum
obviously
was to
don't know
cherish
that there's some
all
weird
of
shit
those
going on
necklaces,
when the
but one of
house
the
turned
leaves is
into a
missing.
giant
This
tower.
is my last chance to see my mother again. I can't defeat the entity without all 4 leaves.
I don't know what the fuck you're
Alyssa,
talking about.
It'll be okay. I'm here.
Talk to my friend
I'll
Harry.
Do anything to help you.
Dennis.
All the leaves will be found in time. You have to believe me, Alyssa.
Get all the Horcruxes.
You're right. I'll find all the leaves and save Mum from the entities.
That's the spirit. Don't forget, you can count on me. If there's anything I can do, just ask. Just one thing I'd
He's
like
about to
to
break
know.
into song?
Yeah, I was about to say, is this about to turn into a musical, bro?
He did the theater turn.
Yeah.
It's just one thing that I have to say. Put the
Oh,
hand out.
God.
You're like, though, is what this game's already done. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be.
Yeah,
This is a
bro.
musical number. All right. Buffy did it. All right.
Oh,
Anybody can
God.
do it.
Yeah.
That's a good episode. And then they kept referencing it because they were like, man, that was weird that we did that. Remember when we did that musical? That was weird. Oh, he's here. He's our awkward himbo. He is standing very awkwardly. Oh God. This
Yeah.
it's got to roll his shoulders, all stiff. Is he gonna fuck? Why are we? Where are we? Oh, hell no! Fuck that! I'm not going down the dark tunnel.
This